Aaron Whitlow,
Brandon Spivey.
and we are the Markout Movie Podcasters. And on today's episode, we will be discussing Thor 2011, the first time we get to see Thor. Brandon's making a lot of noises. For those that are listening to the podcast,
How am I making noises?
You're making a lot of face noises, Brandon. I don't know what's going on.
Face
noises from your face.
You're welcome.
No, that's not a welcome. That's not a welcome, sir. But hey, we thank you all for joining us today. I don't have anything new that I watched really that I can really think about.
Nothing?
Nothing, man. I can't think of.
You're just sad. What'd you do?
Not watch anything new, I guess. I watched an old movie with Paul Rudd in it. But yeah, that's about it. I didn't get to watch anything new. It's a movie where Paul Rudd takes care of a kid that has multiple sclerosis or something like that, or muscular dystrophy.
What movie was it?
Fundamentals of Caring. It is actually a really good movie. It's old. It's an older film, but it's actually really entertaining. So Paul Rudd, it's hard for him to do wrong other than Halloween 6. But yeah.
I mean, considering what happened with Tommy in Halloween Kills, I prefer Paul Rudd.
We got Buzz Aldrin. He says hi. And then also he says, I saw mad movies, meaning he's seen a lot of movies.
I've seen a few. I've seen a few this week as well.
Well, tell me what you saw, Brando.
Okay, in theaters, I'll start there. Last Friday, I went and seen the new Liam Neeson movie, Black Light, which I felt should have been straight to video. I mean, it just looked like it'd be straight to video. Liam Neeson's good in the movie. That's about it. It's not your typical revenge thriller, though. So, and I went in blind. I had no idea what that was. So, but it wasn't a good experience. Mm-hmm. And yesterday, I caught The Cursed, which is a new horror film that came out last week that no one knows about because Uncharted happened, and most people went and seen that.
Uncharted dominated.
Yeah, surprisingly, with all the negative reviews out there, it did well. But I thought The Cursed was a really good movie. Not really good. It was decent, but for a small budget horror film, I thought it was really good. But a decent film, decent monster film. I think you would like it.
It's the one with the nun. Is that what that is, or is this a totally different film?
No. This was the.
It's like a werewolf film.
Some people are calling them werewolves. I think they're more like Wendigos myself, but
okay. So we get two Wendigo type of films.
What's his name? Boyd Halbrook. He's in it.
Yeah, I have no idea who you're
the guy from The Predator, the guy from Logan. No idea. But it's a decent little film. You should check it out once it hits streaming.
I will. So you don't recommend watching in theaters? You say it's a streamer?
I think it's more of a streamer. Okay. It's enjoyable, but I think I was the only one there. That's what I'm trying to say. No one's coming.
Oh, have you seen Sing 2?
Yes.
If so, thoughts. All right. Brandon loves Sing 2. He thought it was really great. I think it's one of his top films last year. I enjoyed it, but I went into it not knowing or seeing Sing 2. I haven't seen the first Sing film, but I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I thought the animation was excellent. So, yeah. Brandon?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. Thinking about it now, though, I don't know if I really think it's as good as the first one, but it's up there. It was still a very enjoyable film. But as far as what I watched on streaming this week, these are new to me. They came out last year, but they're new to me. Well, 2 of them came out last year. The Last Mercenary with Jean-Claude Van Damme, which I did not like. I hate to say it too, because I was looking forward to that movie so much. I did not like what happened. Nope, not sure. I didn't. As a diehard Van Damme fan, I can't believe he done that. He's the best part of the movie, but everything else, I just, no. And then I finally watched Red Notice with The Rock, Ryan Reynolds, Gal Gadot. I liked it, but I felt like it was trying to be 3-4 movies in one.
I like how you call her Gal Gadot. I think it's Gal Gadot.
Whatever, it's Gal, okay?
I think you're right on the first part. You put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was a fun film. Just that there's so many different movies in that movie.
Yeah. Joker TV, yeah, it says Red Notice is great. Felt rushed though.
And Wednesday night I watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No spoilers. I haven't watched it yet.
No spoilers. You haven't seen it?
Not yet, man. Red Notice and Uncharted was very similar story plots. Fuzz Aldrin says.
Well, that doesn't. I don't like that.
Speaking of which, Red Notice has popped up on my screen here. But anyway,
I don't like that. But as far as Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the main positive I'll say on the movie is I like Leatherface in the movie.
Okay, leave it there.
Everything else I won't say. I'll just say I really like Leatherface.
Because I know it's hard for you, to.
It is hard. I thought you'd seen it though.
No, I have not. I have not.
Imagine that, me seeing something before you.
That's life.
Streaming wise, I mean that's unheard of.
Well, we'll go ahead and jump into talking about Thor 2011. Let's see. Righty, let me get my little cheat sheet, aka IMDb. The powerful but arrogant god Thor is cast out of Asgard to live amongst humans in Midgard, Earth, where he soon become one of their finest defenders. That is, I don't think it's a really good synopsis of that film, because he doesn't. Well, I would say that, Eric. I love the arrogant part. The arrogant,
very arrogant.
Arrogant Thor is cast out of Asgard and lands on Earth for a fish out of water story where he has to find humility and to find his way back to who he is, or to discover who he is. That would be my. I think it's better because he doesn't eventually he becomes the defender, but he doesn't. It's not like was his purpose to go to Earth.
No.
Well, maybe it was or Odin's actual purpose for him, but nevertheless, before I get into that, I want to break this down. Directed by Kenneth Branagh. I probably butchered his name. Branagh, yeah, you probably got that right. But and then stars Chris Hemsworth, Anthony Hopkins, Natalie Portman, and then Tom Hiddleston.
Finally, you gonna get that? Loki, man.
Yeah, Loki. And there's other Idris Elba's in this film. There's a bunch of people off in this movie. Brandon,
yes,
hit us with the numbers.
Oh, these numbers are going to be something sweet. I promise you. It's got a 7 out of 10 on IMDb, 57% like it on Metacritic, 85% like it on Google. It's got a 77% on Rotten Tomatoes with a 76 audience score. Pretty decent numbers, for Thor.
Yeah, it is. And I am super. So yeah, let's talk about Thor. I guess Thor. Like, I love that. When I first initially saw this film, I love how it ended up being a fish out of water story, which I wasn't sure that's what it's going to end up being before when my first time seeing this film, but like watching it now, obviously I love that concept of it, that it is a fish out of water, because I enjoy good fish out of water movies. Are you familiar with that concept, Brandon?
A fish out of water? Yeah, I'm very familiar with it in life.
Do you feel like a fish out of water?
I am.
Ooh, he came back to Earth to save his brother from Miley Cyrus. I don't know. Did he mess with Miley Cyrus? I don't know.
His brother, yeah,
Like, he date Miley
yeah.
Cyrus?
hmm
Oh well.
He's
How
in a new
about
movie,
that?
by the way.
Hey, was the one guy that's in in this movie? Is it the same dude that plays Shazam? Is that him, or is that just a guy that kind of looks like him?
What now?
There's a guy. Oh no, no, it's not. No, never mind. There's a guy that's in the movie that I thought was the guy that plays Shazam, but it's not. I'm talking about Josh Dallas. That's not the same person. This guy also, Josh Dallas played in um, Ever After or whatever that show was. It was on ABC. He played like Prince Charming, I believe. But yeah,
Never seen it.
it's a good little show. Actually, it's a good little show.
Good little ever after show.
Yeah, it is. It's like it's the fairy tale characters in real life, like and and you see similarities and stuff. But yeah, stop. My dog is hitting the door. He's not going outside right now. Anyway, uh, Brandon, give me
Yes.
your thoughts on the film. Where you want to start?
I mean, I think we should start at the beginning. I mean,
All right.
obviously,
So,
um, like when we first meet him, he is very arrogant and he's very cocky. And I felt Loki. We first seeing him, it's like,
as a child or as an adult?
well, as an adult, I felt like he just looked up to Thor so much. Like the very first time we meet Loki as an adult, I just like he looks up to him so much. He admires Thor, but
I,
it's obviously
I,
all a con. But and just the baby face on Loki. I mean, he both of them actually. Man, they've aged a lot since 2011.
I never ever thought that Loki looked up to Thor. I always thought that.
Really?
I always thought
Not even
that
in the beginning?
even at the beginning, I always thought that Loki was playing the Long Con, um, and so I always thought that he was out for
Loki.
vengeance or yeah he's out, not vengeance but out for power, out to get power because he knew that only one of them could be could
Yeah,
rule Asgard, and he knew that ultimately it was going to go to Thor, but I thought that he could get Thor in trouble so that it would then go to him, and I thought
yeah,
that's what his game was. But in the midst of it, he discovered that he was actually um, one of these creatures from
yeah.
this
Frost
planet,
Giants.
frost giants. Yeah, um,
Yeah, I remember this movie being different than when I revisit it. I thought that the reason he did what he did because he found out who he really was, and obviously that's not what happened at all. That's how I remembered it. So I always kind of looked at Loki as kind of the anti-hero, but in a way he kind of is because
uh,
he was done wrong. I mean, Odin. And you can look at it both ways. Odin helped him, or didn't help him. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. When I first saw this movie, I felt like Loki thought he'd been betrayed by his family. And we have a question or a message.
yeah. Go ahead and read that for me.
When he first got to Earth, it had the 80s Dolph Lundgren Masters of the Universe vibe. It's been
Yeah,
a while since I've seen that movie, but I'm going to agree with you.
I agree. I think that it totally came off as the because remember in that film how He-Man, Adam, and I don't forget. I don't think it was Shira. I don't know who that was, but anyway, I don't know if it's Tila either. But so they came to Earth. I hate that movie, by the way. I absolutely hate Masters
You
of the
hate the
Universe.
movie?
Oh, I hate Masters of the Universe. Oh man.
I love
Um,
the movie.
well,
It's been
because
a long time since I've seen it.
I hate Masters of the Universe because, like, as a kid in the '80s, playing with
Yeah.
He-Man, playing with the Master Universe toys, and having all of them or whatever, and you find out there's a movie, and then you watch the movie, and you're like, this is not because first of all, my favorite character was Orko, and I'm looking for Orko. No, we didn't get Orko. We got Bill Billingsley. What is the guy, the famous little person? You know what I'm talking about, right? Bill.
It's It's been forever since I've seen it.
Yeah, well,
I
like
liked it as a kid.
the guy that plays like there's two famous little people, the little actors. There's obviously, uh,
Ward.
Ward Davis and Bill. Uh, man, I'm Fuzz. I'm surprised he didn't pop in with the answer. Um, let's see, but yeah, I mean, and nothing against, um, none against the guy that played him in the movie or whatever, but the character for me was not Orko, and I was wanting Orko, and I think that's what disappointed me. Now Skeletor, I thought Skeletor was great in Masters of the Universe. Uh, but let's see, did he? I'm trying to see if Joker or somebody got it. Movie was almost as much of a letdown as Super Mario Brothers with John Leguizamo. We'll go there too. All right. But real quick, the guy's name that I'm thinking about um, is let's see, movie. Let's see. I'm trying to find it. The guy's name is Bill. Oh, have you ever seen Body Slam?
Yeah.
You know the little. I think he's in that movie too. Uh, UHF. Have you seen UHF?
No.
Are you, Bill Barty, Billy Barty. You don't know who Billy Barty is. That doesn't help. Anyway, he was famous. He was a famous. He said Bill Curtis. No, but Billy Barty. He was a famous little person. He had a very distinctive look. But yeah, he was really good in the movie. But I just didn't. But I was wanting Orko as a child, and that's why it was a letdown for me. But and I didn't understand the whole fish out of water concept as a kid, so I didn't understand that movie. Maybe if I would revisit it, it'd be different. But talking about Super Mario Brothers, yes, that movie is such a letdown. I have nothing against who played Mario. Do you remember his name? I'm not gonna
Bob
look it up.
Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins. I have nothing against him, but John Leguizamo as Luigi, yeah, that's a no.
I mean, if you look at it from that aspect, in which I mean you should, but if you look at it from a different aspect, you don't look at it as a video game adaptation. you just look
With-
at, you look at it as a total wreck. It's a beautiful film. Just look at it from that aspect.
so that's an ABF. It's like a atrociously bad film. Then
Yes, it is. I love it.
all
It's
right,
so bad. It's great.
all right. Well, interesting. All right, but yeah, back to Thor. Um, but I forgot why I even got there. But no, the fish out of water concept. But yeah, I thought Thor. I enjoyed this concept of the fish out of water for this one because he's almost like medieval, like
Yeah.
the way he acts and carries himself, like which is a really fun.
Yeah,
Um,
I have always enjoyed this origin story of Thor and Loki and Odin and everybody in Asgard. I mean, I've always enjoyed this film. Uh, it's a shame the sequel wasn't as good, but for this film, I really enjoyed the world they set up. You know,
and the
and
comedy that they like,
yeah,
and they did they did a lot of slapstick comedy with this
yeah,
film, which was like it's new for Marvel at that time because we only at this point has only have Iron Man and the Hulk, right? Iron Man and the Hulk and Iron Man 2. That's
yeah,
all we've had. And so none of those like they may have some comedy in them, but it wasn't like had comedic elements as much as Thor. Now, and you started to see a glimpse of what Thor could be in this film, but obviously it was fully recognized in Ragnarok. But yeah, I thought that like they had the moments where he was like, "Get your hands off me," and they give him the they give him the night medicine, and he goes to sleep and his face like makes that streaking noise against the glass.
yeah.
It was funny. It's just a funny comedic thing that it's not to be taken seriously, and I love that. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it had a lot of laughs. I think, I think I agree with. I think most people agree with this. Is that everybody's annoyed by Kat Jennings in this movie.
Is that the girl?
I mean, it's
The
not
comedic,
Jane; it's her friend. But
the comedic relief in this
yeah,
was supposed to be right.
yeah. I mean, I wasn't bothered by her the first time I watched it, but this time she just. I wish she'd just go away. Just you're not needed here. Just leave. You're not. There's no purpose for you, other
Right.
than you're just there to be funny, and you're not.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just didn't like her. I don't really like the actress though, Kat Jennings. I don't know what
Have you seen her in anything else at all, or?
Two Broke Girls, Nora
Oh,
and
she is in that
Nora
movie.
and I can't think of Infinite Playlist movie she
Yeah.
did. I haven't seen her anything recent, but
I'm recording the podcast.
Huh? I hear him.
Okay. Yeah. So the podcast is being
I
recorded.
hear him.
No, you can't hear him
Why?
because I'm listening to him.
she doesn't like that.
Why don't you go listen? Play your tablet.
He helped me.
Okay.
attention.
But anyway, um, I don't think this is gonna fit her foot, honey. But this is real life. This is what happens, Brandon.
That's what happens. I know. I've been there.
Oh, I did get it on her shoe. There you go.
Yeah.
Go play with your redhead child doll thing. But anyway, uh, so anyway,
Yes.
where was I? Oh yeah, this lady. She now obviously I noticed she comes back later on in something else. So
Oh, this lady.
yeah, that you don't like. But
I mean, it's not that I don't like her. It's just I don't like her in this.
so you said you don't like her, the actress either, but
I mean, it's not that I hate her though. I mean, it's just I don't think she's funny. Like
I've never seen Two Broke Girls. Though. I've never seen that show.
I watched a few episodes.
Just couldn't get into it, or
No, not really. No Joker. It's not Natalie
You
Portman.
watched it because James Vanderbeek showed up in it, right? Is that why you start watching it?
No, it's Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23.
Oh, is that too?
I did watch that because of him.
Such a mark.
Of course, he's playing James Vanderbeek. He's making fun of himself. Of course, I'm going to watch that. That show is bad, though.
Natalie Portman. I thought Natalie Portman. I like Natalie Portman. I don't know if you asked me if I liked her or you just wanted to shout her name, but Natalie Portman, I do like her. I've been a fan of hers ever since Leon. So I like Natalie Portman. I even liked her in the Star Wars prequel stuff as Padme. I don't like Anakin obviously, but I like Natalie. I thought Natalie was great.
It's one half.
She can carry her. She can carry on. She's really good. I loved her in Black Swan. Also in V for Vendetta. I thought she was really good in that movie. So yeah, I'm all about some Natalie Portman. So yeah.
Well,
but Kat Denning, is that who you don't like?
Denning, not Jennings.
Oh,
at least I got the first name right.
Joker was correcting your calling her the wrong name. But anyway, Thor also has some heart in the movie. Like when he goes to, like, what helped him to be humbled is when he went to try to get Malamute. What do you call that bloody hammer? Malamar? Maligner?
I'm just gonna let you keep going. Just keep going.
Thor's hammer.
Yeah, I love that scene though.
Joker agrees with you. Cat isn't funny.
I think most people would agree with that. I mean,
yeah, she never.
I'm not saying you don't or you do. I don't know your preference on her, but
I have no way. I don't think about her. It's just I think that she wasn't like that one scene that's supposed to be comedic when she's like, I will give if he needs CPR, I do CPR. Because she sees that he's a hot looking dude or whatever. But yeah, it didn't go over well. I was like, yeah, okay.
I think she's attractive, but that's about.
No, she's not ugly.
As far as it goes, I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah. You'll take her out on a date, I know.
All
but
her talent is in her shirt. I did not say that. That's a quote from Joker.
Brandon is being male chauvinist.
I was reading the comment. That wasn't my.
Newsflash.
There it is. For
Brandon's
all
a
the
male.
people to see.
Brandon's a male chauvinist, is what I'm
No,
hearing.
I'm not. I think
Okay.
she's got more talent than her shirt. She's also got a nice smile. Come on,
Okay.
man.
All right. Let me go ahead and take that down before you get us canceled by like.
Hey, they can't
different
cancel
movies.
us. We'll just use a chainsaw.
What's that even mean? What does it mean?
You'll find out when you watch the movie.
Oh, okay. All right. Like, I didn't know if it was a new saying. I'm like, what?
No.
But all right. But anyway, back to it. The heart. So, what you think of when so he gets cast out from Asgard, for those that don't know, and Loki then pretty much steals the throne. Um, because Odin is in some type of coma for no apparent reason, um, self-induced coma, uh, and so I guess does he have a heart attack or is his heart broken or something? I don't know.
Both, maybe.
Both of them,
Yeah,
but
I mean, I'm assuming he had a heart attack. He could have had a stroke. After all I know, I mean, he just went to a coma. I thought maybe Loki did something to him. I remember the movie differently than revisiting it.
So
I
you
thought
say
Loki did something to him.
you
I think
have
it's
a
Dark World, isn't it? That he kind of takes over his body.
well, he I think he pretends to be him. Like
Yeah.
but yeah, I think that you're misremembering it. You're probably
Yeah.
having a what's it called, a Mandela effect type of thing. So you probably you probably think you see a different movie than what everybody else in the world saw. But
Yeah.
anyway,
It happens.
yeah, more than you think. But anyway, let's talk about as I mentioned. So the heart. So obviously, Lord got cast to Earth for his punishment. Here he um, starts to find out, like yeah, humanity's cool, I guess, but it's not really. Like I said, I don't feel like he's really humbled until he goes to pick up his hammer, which I can't say the name of, and he can't do it. He's not mighty enough. He's
Not
not
mighty.
worthy. He's not worthy as of yet. He's not worthy to pick it
But
up.
I also like that scene because it's our introduction to Hawkeye. And I remember watching this in 2011 and having no idea who he was. Like I was like, who is this guy with the bow and arrow? Because I don't know the comics, clearly. But I was like, who is this guy? I like him. I don't know him. I like him.
What's funny though, or well, not funny, but what's interesting is now that I've seen like What If, the Marvel's What If, like all these scenes are recreated, but it just has something that instead of going left, it goes right, or instead of going right, rather it goes left or whatever, and it changes everything. And there's several scenes in this movie that like there's one scene in this movie that is that, and so I I love that that show exists because now I see an alternate in an alternate parallel dimension or universe where it goes horribly wrong. This movie, but yeah, I love it, man. Can't wait for you to see Disney Plus stuff, Brandon.
I
You're
know.
so behind.
Hey, that's me. I'm always behind.
Due to his exile by Loki, Odin's power had been slowly draining. So, after telling Thor that he loved him, Odin died in a manner fitting a god. He is disintegrated into a pure energy and entered Valhalla. Valhalla. Valhalla? Sound like a fancy Mexican restaurant. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would eat there. It'd be delicious. That's not racist. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, I don't know where to go with that. It's not racist. Go ahead. Why do you end it with that? That is the question I have for you. But I mean, Joker TV just told us it was an, he just told us.
What do you say? Uh,
We just read it, Aaron. I still
oh
can't get
yeah.
over the fact that you said it's not racist.
Oh yeah,
Talking
yeah.
about a Mexican restaurant. I mean,
I mean, would you or would you not eat at a restaurant called Valhalla, and think, oh man, let me get them Valhalla fries with some cheese and bacon and all the goodness on it, and the
do they
jalapenos.
serve bacon and fries
Oh,
in a Mexican
at this
restaurant?
fictitious restaurant that exists in my brain, yes, and it's delicious. Oh no, probably not, but this one would be different. You gotta drink something on that, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta
But
get
anyway,
me some pure life here.
yeah, that's what you need because you. All right, let's see.
Yeah, he's about to say something about me.
Hashtag not racist. Yes, and hashtag not racist. But yeah. Anyway, let's
You
get
can
back to the
always expect a racist comment coming from Aaron every week.
not racist. Hashtag not racist. Anyway, so let's talk about uh him and this hammer, which I cannot name. Uh let's what do you have a Chucky headband on?
I do.
What in the world? Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue.
Want to play?
I do not, Brandon. Never asked another grown man if he wants to play, man.
I didn't mean it that way, but
Can I take another drink? Not just like.
I probably will need to in a second.
Go ahead, man.
Man, you're thirsty today, aren't you, Aaron?
No, you're thirsty. You're the one talking about girls' chest and
I was reading a comment. I should have just waited for you to put it up there, but I saw it. I was okay. I'm reading it.
that's my drink. But anyway,
Yeah, you thirsty old man.
I am 42 years old as of yesterday. Happy
I'm glad you
belated
admit
birthday
it.
to me. Huh?
I'm glad you admit it.
I'm old man, not so thirsty. I'm literally thirsty, but not physically or metaphorically. But anyway,
Well, what did you think of Jane and Thor's relationship?
I thought it was rushed and not realistic. I always thought that though. I thought that obviously Natalie Portman was I mean I can see girls going for Thor because he's the literal god of thunder. But anyway, but I just think that their relationship is a bit forced.
Forced.
Yeah.
Well, I think in the movies I've seen her in, most of them. Anyway, I haven't seen a lot of her. But most of the movies I've seen her in, like big films, her relationships seem forced. Her and Anakin was weird and forced. Thor, a little bit forced. I don't think this one is as forced as Anakin, though. But, it didn't bother me. I didn't overthink.
No, that is not.
There you go. There you go.
Aaron Thirst Trap Whitlow. No, that's hilarious. But no, well, you gotta give Brandon a nickname then if you're gonna do it.
I'm Amazing Jonathan. Remember?
No. He's gonna get something better for you. Although
did you know he passed away?
Oh no, is he dead? Was it an illusion or is he really dead?
I can't believe you just said that. He really passed away.
It's not racist. It's probably insensitive, but
it's very insensitive. My God!
When he died, did smoke say poof, and then his body just disappeared.
Wow!
I'm sorry. Too soon.
It's very too soon. He died like a couple days ago.
Oh, really? I didn't see him. I guess.
Yeah, I saw it on my news feed.
I guess he is really.
I blame Joker TV for that.
He really is a good illusionist because I did not see him die. I'm sorry.
Crickets, Aaron.
It's funny, man. It's funny.
Is it? Is it really?
Did he die of did he have like cirrhosis or something?
He had something. I didn't read the whole article. But he had some kind of condition.
He was 63 years old. He looked good for 63. Jeez, Brandon, man, you did good for yourself, buddy. Looking 63.
Wow.
So you gonna carry it on?
No, I'm not an illusionist.
They call
I will carry the headbands on. in
in
honor
memory
of
of
him.
the Freddy
Apparently,
Krueger. The Freddy Krueger. Oh yeah, he says Amazing Jonathan. He's still gonna just call you that.
eh,
Maybe you're the Amazing Brandon now.
at least it's not "Let's go, Brandon." I know what that means.
Bill for
F
serious.
you.
Bill for serious. It might be. May Jonathan was labeled the Freddy Krueger of comedy.
I'm not
Why?
sure I like that at all.
Why? Was he like? Did he chop people up or do something to people's kids? I'm
Please don't.
curious.
Let's move on.
Anyway, because Freddy,
No, let's move on.
there's a dark side of Freddy that we don't ever talk about. But anyway, um, let's get let's get back onto Thor. Not Ragnarok. Anyway,
Yes, Thor, 2011, Thor.
so what do you think about? Let's talk about Tim Hiddleston.
Loki. Let's just
How,
call him
how,
Loki.
how do you say his
Loki.
last name?
Hiddleston.
Hiddleston. Which I think he's a really good actor. I thought that he was my favorite part of the movie, and now going back watching it, I enjoy him even more. Like when he's on the screen, I think he like steals the show.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
yeah.
though, that's what I was really intrigued about rewatching him.
Ooh, sorry.
When massive heart attack, I thought he had some kind of disease. Maybe he had heart disease. I don't know.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that.
But he was like in the hospital when he died. I mean,
Yeah.
But I didn't read the whole article, so
Yeah, I don't know. Well, sorry to hear about his death. Hopefully, they do some magic for him. I don't know. Anyway, in Vegas or something.
Aaron doesn't know what to say now that he's made fun of a dead man.
Yeah, it's okay. He didn't care. He didn't care
You're
about it.
getting
He's
us
already dead.
canceled for sure.
He's dead. I mean, he can't do nothing about it.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
There's nothing literally this guy can do to stop me from saying what I say. Nothing. Maybe more decompose more. Maybe I don't know. That's about it. But continue what you're saying, Brandon.
Wow. Somebody really should stop Aaron before he gets going. You know what I mean? Somebody should just stop him, but no one's there to stop him. And I've seen him go and go and go. You should see the fights he has with his wife.
Hey, TMI, Brandon. Thor, man.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked Loki in this movie. I really did. But you know what?
Jeez, man.
I like Thor better this time around
Did Loki?
than Loki, which I was surprised because I was very intrigued to revisit Loki and to see him, how it all started. And I do agree that he does steal a lot of scenes. But Thor, man, the way he's arrogant and cocky and just so full of himself, and he gets humbled. I love that story.
Does it remind you? Is it because it reminds you of a former best friend of yours?
I didn't go there. I did not go there. And no, it does not.
All right, I'm playing with you. Anyway,
you're poking that barrier.
That scene when Loki was imprisoned on the Avengers helicarrier from the Avengers, yes. That's in the Avengers. That's when that happens, right? We got a couple. We got a. Is that the next movie?
Avengers, yes, that's next. Because we already watched Cap. I know he gets arrested at the end. I don't think he's actually in prison till like Dark World. But it's been forever, so I have actually forgot more than I remember.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to actually watch the Avengers again. But yeah, I thought that Thor and Loki were both excellent in this movie.
Yeah.
And I thought Idris Elba was underutilized. I know that they use him later on in other movies, but I just felt like he was underutilized. Let's see. Mulling Queen. What is that?
I'm gonna go. That's his hammer.
I don't think that's it. That sounds wrong. I don't. Are you having me cuss out somebody? And I don't know.
Well,
Please,
if he is cussing us out, it's an honor. Just like Ghostface said, it's an honor.
Milner. Thor's hammer's name. There you go.
Now he's got to look it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's
While you're looking it up, I'm going to ask you a question.
Milner.
Because it's not his last appearance in the movies, but it's his next to last appearance, I think.
Okay.
Agent Coulson. What'd you think of him in Thor?
I liked. I'm always saddened because they killed the character off, and I even though they brought him back in Ages of Shield, but that's no longer you know in the I forget the word. You know what
Canon.
we say canon. Yeah, it's no longer canon. But yeah, I always liked him, and I always hated that they killed him off. But that was, I guess, just on purpose. But an insult used by Loki in Avengers movie, which roughly translates into modern English of whining. What word was that? Is that what the word was that he said? Loki called Black Widow. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Okay.
I'm Seth Rogen, by the way.
Is that who you are?
That's who I was.
The only person in history said I'm Seth Rogen and enjoyed that. But anyway, so let's
Now I need a drink.
yeah. So all right, where can we move in this film? So all right, we spoke about some of the major people. The end and Brandon, let's talk. Go ahead and tell me what happened at the end of this movie.
Oh, the end? The very end?
Well, you can pick it up at the scene where like Loki sends the destroyer dude. It looks like a Cylon. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, he
It looks
sends him to kill Thor.
yeah.
Which that had some heart to it as well. When Thor's talking to him, he said, "I don't know what I did to you, brother." And I really Chris Hemsworth doesn't get the credit he deserves. That he's a very talented actor, and I think of all the actors in the MCU from past to present, I feel like he is the most underrated actor because of his size. I really do. I think he's a much better actor than he gets credit for, and I love that scene though. And then he gets smacked, and then Odin's crying, and the hammer's about to go to him, and I mean that whole moment, everything is intensified, and it comes down to that moment. Whoever is worthy to hold this, whatever it's called, hammer, and he gets it, and it's just a beautiful moment. It's so much energy going on in that moment. I loved it. I love the whole wrapping the ending up. How they wrapped it up. I loved all that. And
I love
the expressions on Loki's face
well
when it's all happening. It's
real quick.
priceless.
I want to mention so how how everyone thought Thor was essentially crazy up
Yeah.
until like his friends pop up, and then they're like, "Oh, well, I guess it is real." But even then, I think that they still kind of was like iffy on the fact that this guy is really who he says he is until like he transforms and they see, "Oh, you are the God of Thunder," So I thought that was kind of a cool thing. Hill's work has a great comedic side. I agree. Um,
I agree, but certain films, not so much. Like
Mim
Men in Black.
Jolnir. Mim Jolnir.
What in the world?
Mim Jolnir.
Is that the name of the?
Hammer. Yeah,
Okay.
that doesn't help me because I don't really know how to pronounce it. It's Mjolnir. It sounds like you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy. Actually, I'm wearing that shirt underneath this, but yeah, it sounds like one of the. Yeah, will you come to save us? I'm sorry, I'm a nerd, but I'm not sorry that I'm a nerd. I
Well,
admit it.
we
I'm a
know
nerd.
you're a nerd. We're all
Uh,
nerds here.
I had a moment with a nerd yesterday at Ski Daddy's. He just like looked like it was his birthday a few days ago, and they gave him a gift, and it was like a Star Wars, like cooking uh
Hmm.
thing that cooks wear. I don't know what you call them, aprons, and and it said "May the Fourth be with you," which is pretty generic, but okay,
Well,
it's cool.
that kind of reminds me of the scene in Clerks too, where Randall's
Talking
telling
about
what Lord of the Rings is about. And
Lord of
he's
the Rings, yeah, yeah.
wearing the apron and everything. I just went straight to Clerks too. I don't know why, but I did. Star
Well,
Wars is mentioned, so I guess that'd be why.
it's connected, because they said that in Clerks too, they just well, they said that Lord of the Rings is just walking and then
It
throwing
is
the
though.
ring.
There's a lot
It's
of walk.
actually I went back and I went back like maybe last year or so, or maybe a year prior to that, and watched them. And yeah, I actually thought it was a little bit more. I liked them. I like them a little bit more than I did when I initially watched them. But yeah. But anyway, back to this. Star Wars is excellent though. But the guy had a Star Wars thing, and we connected. And I said, hey, I haven't seen Book of Boba Fett yet, but I did enjoy Mandalorian. And then we just kind of had that moment on that because we're nerds and nerds connect.
They
Yeah,
do.
there is only one retour.
Return. He meant return.
Okay,
He's
it's not
quoting
a retour.
Randall.
Oh, okay. Return. I see. I see. Oh, that's clever. Yeah, I'm a very literal person. If you hadn't figured that out,
Oh,
so
we know.
but anyway, yeah, when he gets the hammer, and then like we see that he is Thor,
Yeah.
and so his worthiness didn't come from his might; it came from his humbleness, and his able to say, "Brother, let's put an end to this. Spare these people, and just you can have just me or whatever,
Yeah.
and he was able to his sacrifice. It was able to grant him, you know, his godship, I guess. So yeah, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I love that scene. That's one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie when he actually becomes the Almighty Thor. I think it's a beautiful scene. I think it's a lot of energy in that scene,
Mhm.
a lot of good energy, and just the expression on Loki's face when all that's happened. He's like, "What have I done?"
Yeah, it reminds me of the scene in. Have you ever seen Firefly? Well, what's
Talk the
the?
show.
Oh, there's a show. I'm trying to think of the name of the movie of the. So, uh, I forget the name of the movie, but anyway, in the movie, so the guy that's the villain, he thinks he has him on the run, but they like go through something and like and they come and they surprise him at the end. He says, "Fire, fire, fire everything at them. Just keep firing," because like he realized, oh, I'd have messed up, and that's how I got from Loki. Loki's expression reminded me of that, like when he realized that like he is now the Almighty Thor. He's like, oh, you know, and so and then like on the other flip side, he's like, um, he's trying to be like, I saved my father. Now I can go and destroy the frost giants, and then Thor comes back in there and like cancels that,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much the end of the movie. Other than like, I forget how Loki ends up being in the mirror or be like inhabiting the Doctor.
Yeah, I don't know how that
Serenity, thank you.
happened, but like right before that happened, though, that Odin's got Thor by the hand, and Thor's got Loki by the hand. That scene reminds me of the good son,
Yeah,
which he's got to make a choice. Which son do I take? My son, who's Macaulay Culkin, who's evil, or do I take my nephew, and she picks the nephew. It reminded me of that scene.
Dude, that movie is something else. That movie was hard to watch as a kid because I'm used to funny Macaulay Culkin, like
Yeah,
and then like seeing Macaulay Culkin is like his little serial killer thing. I was like, man,
ruined his
what?
career.
Yeah, yeah. It was a poor choice, but hey,
But it was such a good performance by him.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
he did an excellent job. I think it's underestimated. I think it's actually pretty good. But yeah,
but it was a poor choice because it really did ruin his career.
yeah. Um, but we can go ahead. So at the end of the movie, we see that Thor is he leaves Earth, Midgard or whatever, and goes back to Asgard, and but he promises to come back to Jane or
Yeah,
whatever.
which he has to destroy the bridge so his enemies can't get in. Um,
Ah, maybe. What do you know? He died in My Girl and
that
came back
movie
to see
makes me
without.
cry.
He can't see without his glasses.
Yeah,
Put his
Thomas J.
glasses on.
Man, I
Yeah.
can't. I
I
can't.
was I was boohooing. I was a kid just boohooing watching that movie. Like, why can't
Yeah,
we have
that
to die?
scene when she
Man,
walks into the man, it tears me
it's
up.
it's crazy because at the time as a kid I was reading like Bridge to Terabithia, so that was also a sad book, and then like this movie happened and it was sad, and so it's just a whole bunch of sadness for me. Death
Yeah.
was like imminent. Asgard. Oh goodness, it's what you were in prison. Oh Lord. I thought you was gonna make an Eminem reference because he references Asgard in Rap God. He says, "You be Thor and I'll be Odin," but I'm not gonna finish that line because it has inappropriate language. Anyway, um, let's let's go ahead and get to the end credit scene before we get to our numbers. So, or ultimately our thoughts. So yeah, the end credit scene. It sets up what, Brandon?
The end credit scene sets up the Avengers. Finally, we get into the end of Phase 1. I think it's the end of Phase 1, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Each Avengers film is the end of the phase. Which I'm pretty excited to revisit this movie.
And phase two starts with Guardians, right?
Iron Man 3, I think.
Huh?
I think it's Iron Man 3.
Oh, okay.
I think that's right after Avengers. I
Yeah.
could be wrong, but I was thinking they got that out of the way. And like, we're never revisiting Iron Man solo films again. But I like the setup though, because it lets you know that like macaroni in a pot.
I don't understand the reference. What do you do with macaroni and pot? I don't know. Are you supposed to put it in there? Also, I don't cook, so I don't know what you do with macaroni and pot. Boil it. You boil
Yeah,
it.
you boil it. Yeah.
I don't get this. I have no idea what this means. Is that like a prison slang? What happens to macaroni in jail? You remember? I'm sorry. I started thinking about Half Baked, and he's like, "I'm his bitch now." You remember that? Have you seen that movie?
I have not.
Oh man,
I
it's
only know one
actually
thing in that movie, and it's Bob Saget's cameo.
yeah. The movie is actually pretty funny. It's one of the best stoner comedies that has ever been made. Actually, I wouldn't say it's the best. It's one of the best. The best probably be Up in Smokes to me. That's
That's
a
a whap.
wow.
I felt that was Bugs Bunny when I read it, and I just said it. I don't know why.
I know
Maybe
that's
no,
also
it's the guy with the gun. That's a whap.
no. I'm also that's also a slang
Yeah, I'm sure it
word.
is.
It's for
I'm going
something
Looney
else.
Tunes with it.
But yeah, that's going PG or G. Yeah, good job, buddy. Because you could have went somewhere else. Have baked next week. No, we can't do have baked next week. We gotta continue with this, or we'll never get finished with. Um, unless Brandon want to look at have
Nope.
baked and we talk about it.
No, I want to go to Avengers. We made a deal.
All right,
No prolonging it.
the guy on the couch makes it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you should watch. You should watch it though. Hey, you got to watch it. Do you own it anywhere? He is really much watching Half Baked. Dang, everybody done popped up about Half Baked, man. Half Baked is such a funny film. Worship and praise Aaron. You what?
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's nice. Yeah, my mind went totally to the what's her name? Cardi B, or is that Meg the Stallion, or some other
This is
thought
out of my jurisdiction. I don't know.
of a star? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if they hear
I don't
that.
even
I'm
know.
gonna they
Oh,
got
we were
canceled.
talking about the end credit scene. Yes.
Yeah, somehow we got to like words that should not be uttered. What's
I
that
think
at?
it does a great job of setting up the Avengers. As Loki is the villain. I really do. I think it. I've gotten something happening here. Okay,
Oh, you getting
but yeah, I
canceled?
think it
See,
does
told
a.
you.
I think it does a great job of setting up that
Cardi
movie.
B. Okay, she also was. She yeah, she's in that one movie with Jennifer Lopez.
Isn't she in the last Fast and Furious movie?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, I was thinking it was her.
Well, that whole movie was unfortunate, but yeah. So she didn't make it better nor worse. She's just as there. She's like along for the turd ride
And
down the toilet.
to keep
Sad
it
that movie
Marvel
is.
related, Brie Larson wants to appear in these movies.
It's not going to help it. It's going to probably hurt it more. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Whereas Cardi didn't help her hurt, Brie would probably hurt. But anyway,
If she wants to appear in them, I say she should go for the Hobbs and Shaw sequels, not the main films, because it's dead. It may make money, but it's dead.
yeah,
I can't wait for it to be over.
Space. They went to space. They have jumped the shark. But anyway, so yeah, we get set up for what we're going to be talking about next week, which is the Avengers. I'm sorry, we're not going to do Half Baked. Half Baked is funny. Like Jim Brewer quitting his job was hilarious. Dave Chappelle is very funny. Um, Maui Wowie, but it's just a funny movie. If you've never watched it, you should watch it. It's just do yourself a favor and watch Half Baked.
Is that Dave Chappelle?
Dave Chappelle, Jim
Okay.
Brewer. I forget the name of the other guy that kills the horse. But Dead is Paul Walker. Ooh,
What?
when you said the Fast Furious is dead, yes, it is too soon.
It'll
Joker.
always be too soon. Man,
Brie
it's the heart.
Larson would make a great whining. See you next Tuesday. I don't understand that, but okay. Cat Williams as the dealer. That's not Cat Williams. That was not Cat Williams. What are you talking about? Hey, he is not in that movie. It predates Cat Williams' whole fame. But anyway, that was actually Dave Chappelle as Samson. Did you not know that? Oh my gosh! I don't know if that was a joke or not. Remember, I don't know sarcasm. I don't know. But anyway, let's get
Don't say you don't know sarcasm. You can't say that on here. I don't know sarcasm. If you're making fun of me, I won't know.
I don't. I'm sorry. But anyway,
Stop.
I give this movie 3 markouts out of 5. I thought that it was a good ride. Although it's not the Thor that I'm like. It gets me ready for the next one, but not the next one, but the one that I consider the ultimate Thor film, which is Ragnarok. But it was still fun. It's a fun trope. Brandon,
I'm gonna go higher. I'm gonna go much higher
you're gonna give it
than
5.
3. Now I ain't gonna go that high, but I'm gonna give it 4.5 out of 5.
That's
I really
almost a 5.
enjoyed it. Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. It was a lot of fun. And I had a lot of heart, and I enjoyed the performances and where the story went, and I had a great time. It was him.
No. That's Dave Chappelle. Is there smokes a lot?
Oh boy.
I don't think so. Now you make me want to go back and watch it. Thank you, Fuzz. Thanks for saying it's a great
Thank
show.
you.
My bad. Oh, now you cussing me out. Now I know that's a cuss out. See, once I learn it, I know it. That's messed up, bro. Like, your mother is a trash compactor.
Hey, hey,
No,
hey, hey,
no,
hey.
no. What's that one movie? Short
Oh,
Circuit. Your mother was a snowblower. You remember that? I'm sorry. That's hilarious.
going.
I love you. No, no, but really, DK, I love you. One of my coolest friends. And so yeah,
You're gonna insult him and then
no,
say I love you.
I love him. He knows I
Only
love
in
him.
Aaron's world does this work.
Was that you banging on something?
I didn't hear no banging.
All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and kill this episode like
All right.
Amazing Jonathan. All right.
Hey, man. What's...
I'm sorry. Sorry. No offense. All right. Aaron Whitlow,
This is Brandon Spivey before we get canceled.
thank you for marking out with us. So let's see what he says real quick. Haven't seen this dude in nearly 2 decades. Yeah, I know, but you're still my boy. You're still my boy, Blue. Um,
Gosh, make plans.
yeah,
2 decades is a long time.
yeah, yeah. I don't see a lot of people I'm friends with in 2 decades. I'm a bit of a recluse. Brandon knows this.
I know it. I only see him because of the
But
podcast. So...
facts. Well, it was the movie theater, but that's going to be soon ending. But anyway, Aaron Whitlow, Brandon Spivey.
We
Thank
are
you
the
for
Markouts movies podcast. I ruined it. I know it.
that's so not us. But anyway, thank you for marking out with us. See you next week for Avengers. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know the theme. I can't hum either. Or diddle. Whatever you call it. Peace.